Come on, StreamYard. There we go. Hail all, and welcome to High Noon with Shadowhawk Talks. We've got Marv Sinkiller with us here today, and
Hello.
we're going to be doing a review of Matt Burke's Butch Cleaver #1. Uh,
Oh, nice.
Actually, well, this is Butch Cleaver, the first, uh, I guess trade paperback. I don't know. It's the first one he put out. He actually put out a #1 after this. I think we went over that. I think last week or the week before. Um, but anyway, this is the big premiere book, and then after this we have the origin of Butch Cleaver, another nice big 48 pager, and I love Matt. He's an old ink slinger, just like Marv over here, man. He's not afraid of laying down the blacks, and he's got a very kind of almost grindhouse style to the kind of stuff that he does. Uh,
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm a big fan of Matt's, um, and we'll get to see it here in this book today. We'll give it a couple minutes. I invited a couple other folks, Rex and LZ, and we'll see if anybody shows up. I don't know what everyone's schedule was like today. I was supposed to be working on my car this morning, but I fucking slept in because I was a lazy bastard. So I'll be working on my car after the show. Uh, yeah, I'm procrastinating a bit. I'm at a loss. I got some advice from Crooked Painter yesterday. I'm going to try that, and hopefully that fixes my problem. And if it does, I
Mhm.
will be forever in Crooked Painter's debt. Uh, in the meantime, love you guys. Love CG. I was watching JJ's show just a few minutes ago. And everybody has been talking about Rippaverse and the fucking Sasuke sisters lately, and how just disgusting and horrible they are. And frankly, I'm tired of it, man. I was getting ready to eat lunch, and I clicked on that thing, and I saw those two, and I had to put my lunch off until after the show because I couldn't even eat. So I just made another cup
Mm.
of coffee and said, well, screw it, let's do the show. And then I'll eat afterwards. But I mean, just looking at those, God. All right. I don't want to get off on a rant here, but I'm so tired of hearing about them. And they're in charge of the Rippaverse. So if you're a supporter of that shit, I mean, I hope you feel good about yourself.
Mm. Honestly, when it comes to the Rippaverse, I really don't care, and it's not my thing. It's not my
Ah,
thing.
dude,
I know who
it,
Eric July is, and
yeah, I mean,
let's face it, he's doing a great job because he's making his money. He's delivering or not. He's doing a great job when it comes to business. But it's not
well,
my thing. I really don't care about the Reaperverse or the other mainstream, stuff that is happening in the indie comics
yeah, well,
world.
I mean, that's kind of, he come out with he was going to be anti-mainstream and all that. That's why everybody supported him in the beginning. And it just turns out, all of his shit is exactly the same as what the mainstream was doing. It's just, he's got a different brand on it. And I mean, hey, more power to him. He's made a lot of money off the grift, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Uh,
of course.
uh, you know,
But,
but how much
yeah, but
longer is it going to last? I think he's got maybe a year or two left before he's forced to shut that shit down because he's just not getting the numbers anymore. You know,
man,
you look
that's
at
well.
that. You
If
look
you
at
can't,
the.
I honestly, I've seen a couple of stuff done by him, and it's not my thing.
Oh,
And
dude, they're horrible.
it's not my thing. I don't like the art. I don't like the stories. If I want to read superhero books, I go back to old school Marvel and DC, or I picked up something from France or Italy.
There you go.
I don't need to read. I don't like stuff influenced by 90s comics. I don't like anything from the 90s. I
I
like
got you.
everything before the 90s. I don't like anything that Image did back in the 90s, and everything that Marvel did in the 90s. I didn't like it. So, and now I only read, French, Spanish, Italian, and some indie comics like Alterna and Arrow,
Oh, yeah,
you
Peter's
know,
stuff is great, man.
and other stuff that friends of mine are making. But Reaperverse, and I'm not a fan of a lot of the stuff that a lot of people like, uh, because it's not my thing. I don't like superheroes. I don't like that anymore. I like to see. I bought a book, a French book, last year, about a killer. The life of a killer, the everyday life of a killer, who goes around the world making his own. He gets money. He's got a contract with an organization that he doesn't know who they are, and he get himself in trouble. And the art is amazing. Everything's traditional, watercolor, and that made my
Oh,
day
very
when I
cool.
when I when I when I bought that book. And that and other books that I've been buying lately. So yeah, I really don't care about this the Rippaverse or whatever, and all the drama behind that, because there are a lot of stuff. There are a lot of great stuff out there, and yeah, I'm just thanks to the internet, I'm having great books in my shelf. So
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's really good stuff coming out. Like, Russ Leach and his partner are doing the Atlantean. I
yeah,
think they're on
Randy,
issue
yeah,
number 3 already. I mean, it's
yeah,
beautiful, beautiful work, man. Um,
yes,
you know,
Sword and Sorcery, they are great. They are great.
yeah,
Yeah,
retelling the story of King Cole, because it's public domain
Yeah.
now, and
yeah, that's what I like.
these guys are fucking killing it, man. I love it. Um,
Yeah,
there's just too
there's,
much good stuff out there to put up with the crap that people
yeah,
insist on churning out, and especially in Ripple's versus case. Oh, all our books are done. We're not crowdfunded. Blah blah. He's still crowdfunding. He's just fucking trying to say he's not. And God, it just disgusts me, man. I can't
and
wait for this thing to die.
don't
It's just
worry, man. Don't worry about it. Just chill, and there's a lot of comics to be read, and there's a lot of comics to let people know that they are good comics, and you're doing that. So that's fine.
yeah, yeah.
You
And I,
know?
I think I'd rather focus on exposing people to the good stuff that's out there,
Yeah,
um,
of course,
than
of course.
ripping on the shitty stuff, because it's easy to rip on the shitty stuff. There's plenty of
Oh
it out
yeah.
there, you know.
I'm gonna
And
I'm gonna be
hold
honest.
on,
I'm gonna.
let's take a pause here and welcome Elsie to the stage. Hey,
Ah,
Els,
yeah, Elvis, sorry, I'm
Hey,
not
how's it
looking at the
going,
chat.
guys?
Hey,
what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, I saw Carrie did an unboxing of all the stuff you sent her, man. Good God, dude, you hooked her up.
I didn't know she did an unboxing. I didn't see it.
Yeah, yeah, she's you got on her Instagram. She did an unboxing and showed a bunch of the paintings you sent her and everything. She was very, very grateful and gracious, and I believe she's gonna
Good.
take them to church and pass them out to folks. And Elsie's artwork
oh,
is gonna be all over England soon. That's fucking
Hey,
exciting. I love it, man. I love it.
that's 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 it, man. I'm glad she's happy. I mean, that's the whole thing about it. You know, you do what you do. I understand, trust me, about having to make money. Okay, I raised a family of 4 on a teacher's salary, a public teacher.
oh,
Okay,
God,
public
that couldn't
school.
have been easy.
Hey man, if I learned from my dad, you had to budget. But let me tell you, it was persistent. Once I got to a certain place, man, I wasn't rich, but I wasn't poor, and my family had what they needed, and now I'm doing good, And so it was a
Nice.
good advice
Yeah,
from my dad.
I mean that's the whole goal for a family, man. I never been trying to get rich or famous or anything like
I
that.
just
I,
want
I
my
just want to
people to
provide for
have
my
what they
family.
need.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if I can get to the point where I'm comfortable, doing that, and I don't have to worry about, week to week and month to month bills and shit
Yeah.
like that. I mean, that's been my
Mhm.
goal my whole life. Unfortunately, I'm still not there yet. I've still got issues,
Man,
especially
it
because
took
of,
me look, Shadow, it
medical
took a
things going on
lifetime.
lately and blah blah blah. But you know what? I choose not to focus on that stuff. I try not to. Um, Especially on
Don't
weekends like
focus.
this one, I got a 3-day weekend. I get to spend time with the family. We're gonna be
That's it.
barbecuing and hanging out, and playing with the
Hey,
dog, and
Shadow,
you know.
Shadow, you do live in America too. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah, and that's the greatest gift of all. I mean, frankly, uh, and more power to
Because
Marv. I know you're
if
down
I
there
was in a
in
third world country, Shadow, I would be one of those people in the squalor. I wouldn't be one of the top. You know, there
Oh
in a
no,
lot of
I
places
I
you're
would be
either
the
rich
same
or
way, dude.
poor. You
I'm a
know,
blue collar dude. I've been,
that's
working
why
hard
I
my
like
whole life.
America. You know, I'm not
So
rich, but I'm not hungry either, and I'm out of the elements. So
yeah, I mean, I don't have to worry about my family going hungry. Every now and
that's
again,
it.
things get a little tight with bills, and like I said, especially medical bills, coming up. Those things are
Trust me,
expensive.
man.
But for the most
I
part,
even had to
I'm pretty
30 years
satisfied with
ago,
my life.
Shadow.
And
Let nothing make you feel bad. 30 years ago, I had to file bankruptcy. I had to, but I
yeah,
overcame it. You know.
oh yeah, dude. I mean, I was what was it, 30, 33, I think, when I got divorced from my childhood sweetheart back in 2000, and
Mm.
I felt like my life was over at the time. I was like, yeah, I'd
You had to
achieved everything
start
I wanted to
over.
do, bought a house, built a family, and then everything just slipped out from under me, and I had to start all over again from scratch. And that shit ain't easy, man. And a lot of times people don't make it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mark.
But
Hey, Shadow. Where's Marv at? Is he in another
Marv
place?
is
Is he
in, is
married?
it Portugal, Marv? It's Portugal, right?
Yeah. I'm in Portugal.
Yeah.
Hey, Marv. How things in Portugal, brother? Are they okay?
Well, for almost 2 months, the entire country was on fire. The government
What?
keeps telling that everything's okay, and we have also migrant problem. Too much spending, but everything is okay. So
I'm talking
that's how
about
we
for
are right
you.
now.
I guess I am in a personal way. How is Marv doing? You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Over there.
oh well.
You
Right now,
making
I'm
it?
recovering from from spending a night at the hospital a couple of days ago.
Oh
I
shit.
have
What?
I have a very aggressive allergy. Might be from work, uh, because I've been sending so many years, and my body is not taking well the all the toxic stuff that I'm putting in my body. The dust and all that stuff. I
There.
I'm possibly allergic to oak, something that I
Oh
lead
no.
every day. Yeah, and but
Dude, that's like one of the most common woods. Holy shit.
yeah, and honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life right now. I'll go back to work Monday. I spent 2 days at home. My boss didn't like it, of course, but yeah, I don't know what I might have to quit my job. I don't know yet. I have to do some tests. My doctor knows what is happening, but yeah, that's how I am
Oh
right now.
damn, man.
Yeah,
Marv, I'll
Well,
keep you in
but
well,
my prayers, brother.
hopefully, when you get Moon ready here and we launch that bad boy, maybe you can become a full-time comic book creator and not have to worry about
Yeah,
that day job anymore.
yeah,
That would
yeah.
be
That
that
will,
would be the dream.
yeah, that will be awesome. I've been working on that. I just finished sketching another page, and
Oh yeah, dude, I keep up with your updates every day. I'm sure you know that.
yeah,
But
thanks.
I love what you're doing, man. I love the stuff you're doing, and like I said, when you get closer to launch day, we're going to dedicate a whole show to showing off Sin Killer and whatever artwork you want to show from
Cool.
the new book and stuff. We'll do the whole show about it.
Yeah,
So
thanks, buddy.
I'm looking forward to
That'd
that.
be neat.
Um,
I appreciate it. Thanks.
oh, dude, I fell in love with your work on Sin Killer, and you've been a really good friend, and I can't. It's unbelievable how easygoing Marv is, and how easy he fell into the jokes, and
Yeah, thanks.
you know, played along with everything. So I really appreciate you, brother, and you know
Same here, man. Same here.
I'm always gonna be a
Well,
big
Marv,
supporter of you.
I've never even heard of Marv being controversial about a lot of stuff. I mean, he just tells you what he feels and what he likes and doesn't like, and isn't that what we do?
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I, I honestly like to tell people how I feel about stuff. But sometimes, I've been banned for a couple of groups for only making jokes like memes. I used to do a lot of memes,
uh,
and yeah, and I've been banned for a couple of them because people now are very offended. But yeah, it's something that when people, and by the way, I have this experience that I stopped picking up sides. I don't go full side for someone or whatever because I've been tortured a couple of times. Like for instance, when there was this huge scam that hurt a lot of people, including friends of mine from Marvel Comics. I was on their side because they were scammed, and people turned against me just because I was on the right side. usually,
yeah, yeah.
usually you support the people that have been scammed and not the scammers. So
Right.
and right now, and some stuff I have happened to me when it comes to streaming, and sometimes I don't say some stuff that I really wanted to say, but right now I don't give a shit. Right now I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
that's
If
it.
I think that something is not right, I'll tell, even if I have to be canceled again. So
Hey,
Yeah,
Marv,
that's
it's like
my
this,
problem.
brother.
Is
There's
sometimes
no
I can't help
animosity here.
myself. I gotta put my opinion out there. Yeah.
yeah,
so
Got to.
so people get mad at me, but fuck it, I don't care. Whatever. You want to get mad, get mad. But my
I mean, if
opinion's
you're
gonna be
living to
my
yeah.
please
opinion.
other people, you shouldn't be living to please other people.
No, of
Yeah.
course not.
Period.
Of course not.
I mean, you try to get along, and you want to be accepted, but you don't want to be made fun of or ostracized.
I don't have a problem if someone makes a joke about me. That's
Oh,
fine. You
yeah, but
know,
it's different
that's
when
fine.
somebody makes fun of you, brother. It's not the same. You can joke me all day. I don't care. I'm like that
Oh,
too. But
dude. I
some
mean,
Yeah,
people
and
just think,
Elsie, you're about 10 years older than I am, but back when we were kids, we used to fucking talk shit to each other all the time. We called each other fags and fucking everything. Nobody
yeah,
got
of
fucking
course.
all twisted out of shape and all bent up
no,
about it.
wasn't
It was
Yeah,
nobody
just the
trying
way
to
you
kill
talk.
you.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, you screw up and call somebody a fag or something, the
Fool.
whole internet turns on you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I grew up in the '80s, so '70s and '80s, so I'm fine.
Yeah, Mark. So
I-
you know what I'm talking about, dude. You were the
yeah,
same way, right? I mean, we
yeah.
used to rag on each other
Bull,
all the time. That was just part of
yeah,
being a dude. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
bully back in the day turned you into a man. I was bullied
Yeah.
a lot when I was a kid, and I got tough.
Yeah, you
I
grew
became
a
a tough
thicker
kid. I
skin. You learned how to fight, and you
no,
stopped putting up
I
with
didn't
shit.
have. I didn't have to fight anyone. I was punched a lot. I was kicked a lot. But then the guys who usually picked on me got my respect because I usually, people not always walk in groups. There are
Right.
some, so when you get them alone and you go to them and then you talk to them with respect and the way that they start respecting you, that's how you do the things. You don't need to punch anyone. I haven't been in a fight in my entire life. I don't know how to fight, but I know
Oh
how to
wow.
do things.
Yeah, I mean, my experience is a little bit different. I got into a lot of fights when I was a kid, but I mean, and probably, looking back on it, a lot of those were probably my own fault. Um, I had a chip on my shoulder. My dad died young when I was 14, and
Hmm.
I was pissed off at the world for a long time. It took me until I was almost 30 to fucking get that shit out of my system.
Oh
And
yeah, I understand. I
um,
had my
I, I'm
issues
much
too.
I'm much happier and more relaxed nowadays. I don't regret any of the things I did in the past. I mean, my life is my life, and if I had to go back and change anything, I wouldn't. But
Yeah,
it is what it is. You grow and learn as you get older, and you become, hopefully you become more mature and learn how
hmm,
to deal with shit
Everything
better.
that happened in your life, Shadow, made you who you are today.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. It's all building blocks on the person you are now. You know. So that's one of the biggest things I try to tell people. When I talk to them personally and stuff is don't live in the past. Don't regret, the mistakes you've made and all that shit because those teach you and make you become a better person.
But also, you know what? You have to find a way. You have to find your way. My way was comics and books. That saved my life when I was a kid. My parents were immigrants in France. I had to be in Portugal after I was 11, and then I
Oh
moved a
wow.
lot from houses to houses. And what made my mind, at ease was having books around me and comics. So
Yeah.
everybody
Yep.
now don't have that luxury of finding something to do. They go online and they trash everybody. They don't know how to have a life. And back in the day, you have to find your way. Books, art. Something that
Exactly.
doing anything. Go fishing, hunting. You had a lot of
Because we
stuff
didn't
back
have
then, but now
technology,
kids
did we,
don't care
Marv?
about that.
We
No.
didn't have
Sorry.
technology, did we, buddy?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, see
I
and I
mean,
think that's a big part of the problem too. Is like all this easy technology that we've got now. The smartphones and everything else. And, like people don't read books anymore. When my dad died when I was a kid, and I dove in to reading. That was like when I had downtime and I wasn't doing anything else. I had a book in my hands.
Yeah.
I read every Stephen King book. I read every Clive Barker book. I read all the Douglas Adams stuff. I read Heinlein. Fucking uh, Frank Frazetta did Death Dealer. Fucking little
Hmm.
novella back in the day. I read all that shit voraciously, and people would look at me like I was some kind of freak because I always had a book in my hand. But that helped
Yeah.
me to get
I was a
through
freak
life.
too.
You know.
Yeah. The same way.
yeah,
The same way. You
yeah,
know. You find yourself.
picked it up from my dad. Marv, you said something that was pretty powerful. I learned to read from comics, to comprehend, not just to read. I could read, but to understand what I was reading made it
Mhm.
faster when I reading comics. And
Yeah.
I love Joe Kubert, the early, Bronze Age, the late
Oh,
Silver.
dude,
That's
all
when
that
I
Tarzan
Yeah.
stuff. Oh,
yeah, I got them all that I read. That's what I collect is the stuff I like. I'm like, Mom, I don't care nothing about the new stuff really, except maybe to make some, a little. I'm always a business guy. I'll wheel and deal it sometimes, but what I want is the stuff I read when I was growing up. The older stuff.
The
yeah.
That's
stuff
Well,
with meaning.
and at the same time, I'm kind of the same way. Um,
I like some new
And I
stuff. The
love it.
indie
Like I
stuff.
said,
Indie
I read
stuff is
all the
cool.
Robert E. Howard stuff, all the old school. I'm a huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft. Um, the oh my God, why is my brain not working anymore? Elric, the Elric series back in the day. Oh
Oh
my
yeah,
God,
Elric.
man, I love that stuff. I mean, I lost myself in that universe for like a year
I'm
while I read all those books. And
I'm not saying that is not good stuff out there today. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that people are, especially now in the comic book community, everybody, not everybody, but most of people are, bitching about what others are doing instead of making their own stuff. You know, you have to. I,
Yeah.
I can talk trash about Marvel and DC because I hate Marvel and DC nowadays because they are doing nothing like they used to do. You know, but I'm not going online and bitch all the time about it. And instead of doing that, I'm at my drawing table and doing my own stuff. You know.
exactly. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
instead of bitching about what you can't change, you do
Yeah,
something
and it's
to
not my
make it better.
property.
Yeah,
That's
Do
not
something
mine.
better.
That's not my IP. You know.
yeah.
I used to be mad.
It was like
I used to be
earlier
mad. Yeah.
in JJ's chat, he was talking about Spider-Man, and the hero's journey and all that stuff. And I made the point of putting in the chat, I miss Spider-Man from the late 70s and early 80s when he used to be,
Hmm.
he was the original wisecracker, right? Before Deadpool ever fucking happened. Spider-Man used to be fighting the Hulk and, like, making him miss every fucking throw he shot at him, bouncing around him, and wisecracking the whole fucking time while he was in danger of getting his brains mushed out by the Hulk. It it was much more lighthearted and fun. Like ever since the
Yeah,
'90s, everything has gotten so dark and so
mm.
serious. It's like, can't we
And
just have
the
some fun
digital,
anymore? You know?
the
Yeah.
digital stuff,
I'm just been reading
the
Archie,
digital
you
stuff,
know.
just
Yeah.
Reading Archie.
hey Archie.
That's the kind of stuff I
Oh
read
shit!
when
Yeah,
I was
there you go.
young.
Yeah. See that.
Uh,
And there's a reason why Archie comics have been around as long as they have, because they're lighthearted, they're more fun.
Look, I could
But
let
And
my
let's
even
face it,
kid
even
read
Archie
it and
comics, I
nobody
think,
get
has started
offended, you
getting
know.
more, a little more serious over the years, which is it's kind of sad. I mean, everything has to evolve, I guess. But yeah, and I'm getting older, so I guess I got that nostalgia thing creeping up on me, where I miss the old days. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, nostalgia is always
but
good
yeah,
because it takes you to a good place.
Well,
yeah,
it's
that
like
is what it is.
Marvel
I mean, I think
fans,
that just comes with
you too,
age.
Shadow. You got Marvel and DC now. Then we had Marvel and DC when we were young growing up. Two different things.
Oh
Totally.
yeah,
And nobody cares.
completely.
And nobody
It's
cares
like
about Marvel and DC nowadays because if it wasn't for Disney, it would be bankrupt again.
Hey,
yeah,
I'm for the independent. I'm for the guy that's down there trying to make his own. I'm for getting behind these people, not people that think that they got there's whatever don't stink. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, well here's one for you boys, and see how you feel about this. Um,
Okay.
I just watched was it the Red Sonja? They're making a new Red Sonja movie. I just saw
Yeah.
the
Oh,
trailer either yesterday or the day before. And what I don't understand is how are we putting out movies in 2025 with all this CGI shit in there that's not as good as the CGI was back in 2000 or 2005. The special effects on Red Sonja's movie look fucking horrible. It's just uh, I don't know. It's over the top with this crap anymore. It's like just make it quality. We don't need all the over the top fucking crazy massive scenes and shit. Like there's one scene they showed on the trailer where she's facing like this giant minotaur kind of cyclops uh,
Yeah.
mashup. He's got one eye, but he's like built like a minotaur. And the CGI just looks fucking terrible, man. It killed me. I was like, now I don't want to see this movie. Like, I think you can do better stuff by yourself with AI nowadays. I mean, I'm doing it just fucking around on the internet at home.
The worst
I
thing,
don't
the worst
understand.
thing was the casting. They should have cast a fighter, not a model. They should have cast a woman who knows how to fight. Someone
Yeah,
like I don't know, Ronda Rousey or something like that. A female with
oh,
muscles.
dude. Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can't
Demi
talking about
stand
Moore.
I
steroids, but
can't stand
someone.
Ronda Rousey, unfortunately.
Yeah, me
But
Demi,
too.
yeah,
Demi Moore.
I
Me
agree
too.
with
But
you.
I
They
gave
should have
a
gone with
I
yeah,
gave the example of a body of someone who works out and fight. They should have
yeah,
not a model. Not a skinny model fighting. 200-pound man. You know.
yeah. And there's like this stupid ass scene they show where she climbs up the wall of like a fortress, to invade the
Yeah,
bad guys, and then
it's
she
in the
jumps
trailer, I
off.
think too.
Yeah, which she jumps off with a bow and arrow in her hand, and she does a backflip off the fucking wall before she bothers to aim her fucking bow and arrow. Why? What the fuck's the point of the backflip? You're up on the wall. You can shoot like 10 guys before you fucking jump down. Why the fuck would you do a backflip in the air and shoot one fucking arrow randomly when you can't even fucking aim? It's just it's
Feminism,
goddamn stupid.
feminism. She's strong. She's so strong. That's why.
Yeah, it's actiony. It's so cool. All right. We've done enough ranting for today. Let's get on to our review of
Yeah.
my good
By the
friend
way,
Nick.
just a question for you guys. Do you know a comic called uh, Octopus Cowboy?
Yes. Oh, dude, that thing is beautiful.
Yeah, I can get my hand. I can't wait to get my hands on that. But the shipping right now is so insane in fees and customs. But I hope that guy uh, put that book in Europe because that's one of the best comics out there, man.
Dude, me and
Original,
Rex
Thank
have
funny.
you,
been,
man.
The art is
Thank you.
amazing,
yeah, Rex and I have been
impressive.
showing his trailer for, God,
Yeah.
2 or 3 years now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And
I've been watching them.
I don't know how this thing hasn't gotten more traction. That's what I don't
Yeah,
understand. I mean, it's the
yeah,
artwork is
Bad.
beautiful. He's got a great theme song for it. The trailer is one of
And the
the prettiest
idea,
trailers
just
I've
the
ever
idea
seen.
yeah.
is
Just
cool.
the idea, and
Yeah.
the art is
Cool.
just beautiful, man. Beautiful.
And then he teams up with a gorilla and a hyena.
Yeah,
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, man. That,
That's awesome.
that shit
yeah.
is just fucking amazing. And
If you
I'm
know any updates, about the way he's going to sell this book, if he's going to sell to Europe or whatever, just let me know, guys.
okay, Mark.
Yeah, Marv, we'll
Matter of
try to
fact,
find a way to get
it's
you
been long
on.
enough. I'm gonna reach out to this guy and see if maybe Rex and I can get him on the show one day because
Yeah, and
I would
you should
really
talk
like
to
to
Christy.
talk to him.
You should talk to
Yeah,
RJ from
Sally, just
Christopher
reach
Blast.
out and find out how we can get one.
Yeah, I mean, uh, it's already
And
he's
if we
already
have
got a
to,
pretty good.
we'll just get two. I'll just get two and send Marv one.
Well, that's been my biggest thing was I had to catch up on it. So you gotta I gotta invest more money than I've had lately to get caught up. And that's what's been
That's
putting me back from backing that
smart.
one. But every time I see that trailer, dude, I love it. It's just like this shit is so good.
Yeah,
All right,
Yeah, it really is.
so here we go, folks. Butch Cleaver, the first uh, issue trade paperback. Uh, this one is called "Roll the Bones to Know Your Role." And
Oh,
if you guys are not familiar with Butch Cleaver, we'll introduce you to him
oh,
here in a second. Let me switch up the layout here
there you go.
and biggin myself. There we go.
Don't
Let's
draw.
see where my
Don't draw.
camera's
I'm
at. There we
unarmed.
go. So here's Butch Cleaver.
Ooh,
Hopefully you
like
guys
you
can
ate to
see
take
that pretty
apart
good.
something.
Now, little background on this guy. He's like the best butcher in the West back in,
I
the
see.
like mid to late 1800s. And
Okay.
he's so damn good that all the other butchers in this big meat town, out west somewhere, they all turn against him. And they kill him, they chop him up, and they feed him to the pigs and shit. And
Oh my.
he ends up coming back. His spirit comes back for revenge. And he becomes this
Master
guy
Cleaver.
that's got the powers of turning his bones into anything that he wants, weapons of all sorts, even guns. Like, I mean, you imagine, yeah, he can do bladed weapons, but he can actually turn his arm into a shotgun if he wants to, and shoot
Wow.
Oh,
and shoot bone bullets at you, which is pretty
Oh
cool.
my.
Um, and again, like I said, Matt, he's got a very dark kind of like grindhousey kind of style, which I love. Um, he's not afraid of laying down the blacks, even though these books are in color. I would love to see him put out an artist edition of the black and white, um, just because I'm a big fan of black and white. And hail, Eric and Boyd in the chat. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
All right,
Welcome.
let's get started on this thing. So here is Butch Cleaver, the first trade, and let's start off with
Whoa.
a Slaughterhouse Homicide by Matt Burke. Nice
yeah,
little
that logo
logo
is
there.
great. That
Yeah,
logo is great.
it's simple, but fucking,
Yeah,
very,
effective.
very compelling. And then, boom, look at this, man.
Boy.
A
Nice.
London cityscape with the dark skies and all. Freaking
I'd like
beautiful
to have
stuff,
that
man.
painting, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's, I mean, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Hold on, let me pick out another page here for you guys. As usual, I don't want to do a bunch of giveaways on the story and all that kind of stuff because for people who haven't read it yet, I don't want to spoil the story. But here's Butch in all of his glory once he's transformed into his full bone armor. Apparently, he can even grow wings when he wants to. But I mean, just the way Matt lays out these pages, and
Get
like
going.
you look at this, it's a spinal column, but it's
Hmm.
got little, like thumbnails in every vertebrae, and it's just, I mean, who thinks of this stuff? That's so fucking awesome. I I love it. And then, like this page here, this is another one that'll blow your mind. Here he is in all of his bone glory. But on this page here, Matt's got 20 panels on there
Cool.
where he just shows all the transformation and how Butch goes from being his regular self to like his bone armored.
That's
And
pretty cool.
there's so
Yeah.
much onomatopoeia in this book, dude. Look at this. Crack, pump, crack, pop. If you like onomatopoeia, like Matt Burke is your guy, man, because there is not a page. There's a boom over here. There's a rip. Everything is just. I love the way he puts this stuff together. And here's a great one right here. Look at this. He made a Gatling gun out of his fucking
Yeah.
arm.
Whoa.
You gotta love
Mercy.
that shit, man. I mean, who thinks of this? It's and it's got a great story. It's compelling. He's got good villains
Look
in
at
here.
that last
This has actually
panel,
got
man.
yeah. There's actually two
Wow.
stories in this book. One of them is just like a random Butch Cleaver getting revenge, and then the second story introduces like his first big villain that he's gonna be going up against, and this guy is called
That shadow, that last panel. Look at that last panel. It looks like he drew the shape of the figure and just painted another scene inside of it. It's bizarre looking, man.
this one here.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
mean,
With
not the
bullets.
rockets, not the rockets, but everything in there looks like almost like just something happening in there,
yeah.
like another
It's
painting inside the shape. It's wild.
yeah.
Hmm.
Like I said, like that spinal column with all the the little
Yeah,
thumbnails
man.
inside it. I just
That's
love
what
the
I'm
way
saying.
Matt's brain works. It's because that shit I would have never thought of. You know what I mean? It's like it's amazing storytelling
It's
and it's
just
visually
how you
stunning.
see it from a little distance. It's like a shape with all these wild colors in it, man.
Yeah,
Different things going on.
I
You
mean,
almost have
it's
a
just beautiful
butterfly
work,
effect.
man. And I
Yeah,
think Matt's
it
highly
is.
underrated. If you don't know Matt, he's changed his name. Um, online, he goes under Batmerk now instead of Matt Burke. So you probably seen him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I'm
you
following him on
yeah,
YouTube.
you probably seen him around and didn't realize, that it's the same guy. But so here's the second chapter.
Whoa.
Butch Cleaver in
Mhm.
Ola Possum. And this possum dude, like people don't realize how tough possums are.
Yeah, I
Like
do.
raccoons are mean, evil little bastards, right? I had a whole tribe of them living in my backyard back in the early '90s, and I used to come home and feed them donuts every night because I worked at a hotel chain, and I used to get all the leftovers from the continental breakfast. So I'd come home and drink beer on my patio and feed the raccoons fucking donuts, and they would come every night. This
Yeah.
one night I had five of them in my yard, the mama, the daddy, and three babies out there just munching away. And I see the weeds at the back of the yard start parting. Something's coming up to the yard. And these raccoons looked at each other and they ran the fuck away. And about a minute later, this 30-pound freaking possum come trundling his little way out of the fucking weeds. Walked up to the pile of donuts. He didn't want none of those. I had a little pan out there of leftover, what do you call those? Scallop potatoes from dinner the night
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
The little cheesy sliced potatoes. So I'd put that out there with the donuts, and that little possum went over there and licked that pan clean, man. I mean, he licked it until there was a hole in the bottom of it. And those raccoons never once tried to fuck with him, never, even put up a fight. They just ran the hell away. He ate his fill and he ran off. And about 2 minutes later, the raccoons were back eating the donuts. But I mean, that told me everything I need to know about a possum. Because raccoons are
Yeah.
tough, man. They're not scared of much.
No, they are not. They're kind of like a skunk.
Yeah, those little bastards got
Down
an
here, they're not
attitude, dude.
scared. They walk right up to you.
Yeah,
Them things will
I,
walk
I
right up
I
to
got
you, man.
respect for raccoons, man. They will jack you up if you.
They got sharp teeth,
Yeah, they do, dude. I've
man. I'm
seen
telling you.
actual video footage, like somebody went outside with a broom to try to catch, drive a raccoon off their porch, and the raccoon jumped on the broomstick, climbed up it, and bit the dude. They're like, holy crap,
Man.
that's a tough little son of a bitch. So anyway,
Yeah,
possums are meaner than everybody knows, and I just want to let you get a look at this character because he's very cool.
I
Oh,
gotta
so
see
this
him.
okay. Now here's the other thing I haven't told you about yet. Butch has a zombie bull that basically is empowered with his powers, kind of. as well. It's part of the Bone Curse, and his bull is named Toro, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, instead of riding a horse or a motorcycle or something like that, he rides on this big zombie bull. So that's
Okay.
just awesome as well. I love that.
Grab the horns. He's holding on by the horns.
There you go. Well, let's see. I gotta find a good picture of this possum character. He's pretty cool. All right, here we go. We get our introduction of him here. That's him standing there. Now you don't see his mouth or anything there, but turns out this guy is tougher than hell. He's damn near unkillable. Nobody even comes close to being a match for him. And then, all right, come on now. Oh, my phone is not cooperating. Switch the camera. There we go. Okay, there you go. There's a profile of him. He's all pale and white.
Yeah.
He's got the possum teeth and the sharp, pointy nose. I mean, just
Yeah.
look at that
I
dude.
see him
If that's not dripping evil, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? So he ends up getting into a big old brawl with Butch Cleaver. We got some great action shots here. Butch is basically unstoppable until he meets this guy. This is like the first dude that has managed to give him a fight since he's returned from the grave. And he's going to end up being the main antagonist in the book for a while. So, all right, one more shot and then we'll. There you go. Look at that great battle action scene.
Yeah, I like the angle.
Yeah, he's got this big giant knife and
telling you.
claws and those nasty teeth. And he ain't scared of Butch whatsoever. Butch ends up making a bone shotgun and shooting him right in the fucking face.
Ooh.
Is he doing everything? Is he doing
What's that?
everything like the story? Is he doing everything like is
Yeah,
it
Matt
one
does
man army?
everything. I think he even colors it himself.
Oh,
So
Wow.
yeah,
Cool.
dude is in my opinion, very underrated creator out here in CG,
yeah,
and
he's got my
I hope
respect.
more
Yeah,
For
people
doing
start
that.
supporting him. And
Good
like I
for
said,
all,
Marv, look
buddy.
at this, man. This guy is not afraid of throwing down the black ink, even in a color book. Just,
Yeah,
I mean, you look at all that great black work he's got. I'd love to see an artist edition, just a black and white version of this.
yeah.
Because
I would like to see more creators talking with RJ from Critical Blast, because there might be a lot of people here in Europe that, like me, will like to support a bunch of creators after their campaigns. And so
oh yeah,
I don't know if they don't know about RJ or whatever, but I think that all of them should talk to him and see the best way to put their stuff out there, on Amazon, because I I'm backing the Atlantean because it's on Amazon here in Europe. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to pay $60 for a $15 book.
yeah.
Right.
Because I mean, the shipping is gonna fucking kill you, you know. So
The
anyway,
customs is worse. Customs is way worse than
yeah,
shipping.
customs. Oh, dude, yeah, I got hit in England with the customs. Um, just trying to send somebody a present, man, and damn, the shit's not cheap. Elsie, I don't know how you didn't get hit, bro. Carrie said she didn't have any
No,
extra charges or anything,
no.
so maybe just because you sent her such a big box or something. Anyway, here's
I don't know, man.
we got a fan art gallery of Butch Cleaver.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
So
beautiful. That's
there we go.
beautiful.
the first one. And we've also got a little bio on Matt in the back here. And it gives you some background on him, how he came up with the character, and
That's
you know
cool.
what his ideas are, and how he created this thing. It's you got some original character sketches and stuff here. We got the possum. This is the first cover, and well, I think this was actually a preview that he used on the campaign. And Matt
Mhm.
actually says in the paragraph over here that he wanted to convey more of a horror, like Halloween feel to it, but he didn't quite achieve what he wanted to. Even though I think this is a great cover. It's just a great shot of Butch Cleaver. Um, but I love the fact that this guy is like this wasn't quite what I wanted it to be, and now he's developing into more. Um, then we got a little more fan art here. The wonderfully talented Preston
Wow.
Acevedo. Um,
I
I love
like
Preston is
that.
Preston's
good.
work, man. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of good shit for people. And then here's my good buddy Jason Baskin. Um, Beautiful piece from Jason. And Jason is another guy I call an ink slinger, man. He's not afraid of laying down those blacks. And then, of course, we got 6 a.m. Comics here, Mark Marianelli, which, if you guys don't know who 6 a.m. Comics is, he's been doing stickers and little characters for everybody's campaigns.
That's
Since
awesome. That's awesome too. Yeah.
since I've gotten into CG, which was all the way back in 2018. This guy's been around. I've got probably 100 of his stickers, like plastered on my ancient sticker mirror upstairs. I'll have to show that off again one of these days. Um, Here we've got a Michael Beacon piece, and then look at this. Our buddy Philly Diaz from the Diaz Brothers. Um, he rarely draws. He's a writer, but he even put in a fan piece for Butch Cleaver,
Yeah,
which I thought was pretty cool.
pretty cool. Yeah.
And then
Ooh,
John Jay, who's Scotsman TV. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but
Mm.
that's a pretty nice pencil sketch of the old Butch Cleaver. And here we've got a preview of the next book coming up. We got a cool ass painting of the crooked mare, the possum, and Toro there at the bottom. I don't know. I think you're right, Elsie. This looks painted to me almost. I don't know if
looks
that's
like an
all digitally
abstract,
done.
looks like a Salvador Dali piece, man.
Dude, that's crazy. And here we got
I'm
Butch
telling you.
and
Look at the whole thing, Shadow. The whole, look at that. Looks like zoom in just a little bit. That looks like a Salvador Dali. Back up just a little bit. I'm just talking about the
hold on.
whole.
I'm
If you
trying to get
had
the
that
light good.
framed it, if you
There
had
we
it
go.
framed on your wall, man, that'd look like a Salvador Dali, man. It's wild.
Wow, dude. Yeah, I mean, it. Yeah,
It'd
it's
be a
just
work in
incredible.
itself.
I love the stuff this guy does. It's
It
a
does look
fun
like a
read.
painting.
It's just visually, stimulating. It's like you can like drink in these pages and look at the details. Like that one I showed
Yeah,
you earlier with the 20 panels on it. When I first read this
yeah.
book, I probably spent 5 minutes on that one page just looking at all those little panels. And I love that kind of stuff. Here we got another. See, this is what I'm saying. We need to have an artist edition of this because look at this beautiful black and white art line work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some of that gets lost with the colors, and
Yeah.
I'm a
That's why
I'm
I
a
didn't.
purist.
That's why I didn't like Conan back in the day when they stopped making the black and white and color start
Yeah.
coloring. I didn't like it.
Mm. Yeah,
Well,
because
about half the black goes away with that color. About
yeah,
half of it, just instantly.
and it's just the nature of putting color on it, which is I'm a big line work guy. I can't help myself. I love the black and white, the line work, just the contrast. If there's some grayscale in there, that's even freaking better.
Well, Shadow, I grew up that way. All I had was a pencil and a piece of paper, and maybe an
Exactly.
ink pen if I got lucky.
Yeah.
But usually no ink pen. It was just a pencil,
Well, dude, I
and that's
used to
what
ink
we
my
had. We
drawings
didn't have
back
a
in the
tab.
day with a Bic. You know,
Yeah,
I didn't have
yeah.
no fancy markers or Copics or anything like that. I'd use a Bic
That
pen
Bic will
and
carry you a long way, man.
yeah, crosshatch.
Yeah,
You ever do just dot art? You know where they what do they
yeah.
call it? The pixel art.
Pointillism. Pointillism.
Yeah, I mean, I played with all that stuff when I was a kid, man.
Oh
And
yeah. But me, I always
unfortunately,
tried to draw what I was trying to think of. I always tried to draw that,
yeah,
which
you
was a
try to get
challenge.
what's in your head out onto the paper. You know
Exactly.
that
That was
that's
hard.
the challenge is trying to
Yeah.
make it look like it does in your head, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So and then here's the back cover, and just another.
See, that looks like we saw one black and white and saw one in color.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and just love Matt's stuff, man. So if you guys get a chance, go out there and support Matt. He should have another Butch Cleaver coming out soon. Um,
Cool.
and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to whatever he decides to put out because, like again, I love his style and his imagination and the way he puts panels together. Uh, so if anyone's not familiar with Matt Burke, Pat Merck, if,
Darn now.
get out there
That was a
and
good that
support
was a
this
good
young
review,
man
man.
because he's living a dream and he's putting out some good stuff.
Does he have a day job like I do?
I believe so. Yeah, he's a full time working man and doing this on the side. You know, trying
Yeah.
to make this his full time gig if it can happen. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
dream, right?
Respect.
Everybody would love to
Yeah.
make comics for a living, and
That's a
instead of being a
dream, that's for
maintenance guy
sure.
and going and getting all greasy and dirty every day, I would love to stay home and make comic books.
Yeah. The thing that I
Straight up. Yeah.
the, the thing that I find very interesting and very weird is that, for instance, in France and Belgium and Italy, if you're a comic book artist, you are very well respected. You are an artist, a real artist. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you. There are a bunch of artists in France that have their artwork, their pages in museums. Exhibitions in museums, and you go in the subway and you see incredible posters from their comic.
Oh wow.
If yeah, news in the news you find out that that artist is making this graphic novel, and that he has this exhibition here and there. They really love. It's in the European culture. In Spain is not as is not as great as in France or Belgium or Italy, but
Yeah,
France is
seems like
also supporting comic books. In Portugal, there's been an increase of artists too. So here we have a different mindset when it comes to comics. It makes part of European culture.
Gotcha.
sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. Yeah, and that's one of the things I really appreciate about the European mentality and stuff is they have appreciated comics and comic book art for so
Yeah,
much
it's
longer. I mean,
art.
like back in the day,
It's art.
being a comic book artist was like you kind of didn't want to tell people, that's what you did. You're like, oh, I'm an
Well,
artist.
Shadow,
Oh, really? Well, what
there's
kind
a
of art did
time
you do?
you didn't even want to tell people you were an artist, period.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, there
There's
was,
a time.
but it seems like we've had to do a lot of catching up, especially in the states here, for people to respect comic book art and appreciate it for what it is. Um, I think a lot of people just dismissed it back in the day as just throwaway cartoons or whatever. I don't know what the attitude was.
Yeah,
Myself, I fell in love with them as a kid, and I've been that way ever since. But
that's right. Have to get them
so anyway,
young.
boys, we have managed to whittle away a whole hour of everybody's time on Saturday, and I appreciate y'all being here. Uh, I have got to grab myself some lunch now that I'm over the Saska sisters and my stomach's not upset anymore. I
Good.
appreciate you boys for that. And then I got to go out and get myself an ICV valve sensor, according to Crooked Painter. And hopefully that's going to solve my car problems I've been having lately. So I will update everyone later at the 4 o'clock. Before we go, LV, anything you want to talk about, or Marv,
Hey,
you want
man,
to promote a
it's
little
all
bit, or
good,
what?
man.
What do you boys
It's
want to do?
all good, brother.
Yeah, whatever. I'm fine. I'm always fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
that's what I love about you, Marv. You're like the easiest going, bro. I tell you what.
That's the way we
Um,
ought to be that way.
you know what? Life is just so much better when you're mellow. And you're not pissed off all the time.
You're right, man.
Um, I
I
used
used
to
to
be an
be back in
angry,
the day, you know.
yeah, I used to be an
I used
angry
to be
young
back in the
man
day.
back in the day, and
Yeah, back in the day. That's
I've
why we
mellowed
move
out quite
Yeah,
a
forward.
bit,
when they
and
when studios start to make crap about my favorite characters, what they did to Spider-Man, what they did to this, what they did to that, why? So, and then one day I heard someone online, I don't know, it was on YouTube, and, man, chill out. It's not your IP. If you want to do something, do your own stuff. And yeah, that's what
yeah,
Right.
my mentality changed in that moment. Why am I
And you
worried
grew.
about something that is not mine?
Right.
you know?
You
yeah,
grew. You
and
grew, man.
you
You
can't
grew as an
control it,
artist.
no matter
Yeah,
how. I mean, look at the way CG started because everyone was kind of unhappy with what the mainstream was doing, and we were all
Mm-hmm.
just trying to get the message out there to Marvel and DC. Please bring our characters back. Stop fucking
And they turned their back.
raping the IPs that we grew up with. And
Yeah.
I mean, we did that for what, 3 years? Everybody was just screaming into the wind, and it made no difference what the Marvel and DC are gonna do what the fuck they want. Um,
yeah.
and
And now I
yeah,
see also a bunch of independent talking trash about each other, and that's not good too.
yeah,
No.
that
That's
doesn't
why
We
help.
I
should be
yeah
supporting each other. We should be lifting each other up and helping each other.
Exactly,
That's
yeah
and
what our
that's what I try to
community,
do most
that's
of
what
the time.
Shadow and I's community and Rex and all of us, that's what we want to do is lift up the fellow creators in the independent that are trying to do something that we grew up with way
Exactly,
back.
yeah
and that's one of the things I'm
I'm gonna
hoping to
be
do.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't care if a comic is from Comicsgate or not. I don't even know what Comicsgate is at this point. I don't know what it is. I know it's a movement, but Randy tried to explain to me, but I just said, hey man, I just wanna I just wanna read comics, and I don't care if
Marv has got it.
if you're a good
Marv has
guy,
got it.
if you are a good guy, if you are making a good comic, you deserve to be promoted. You deserve to be supported. I don't care if it's manga. I don't read manga, but if there is a manga that I like, I don't read manga. But if one day a manga shows up and blows my mind. Oh yeah, I will talk about that comic if that guy is from the Philippines and making a great comic. Oh my God, that's a great comic. I don't care who you are,
Yeah.
what you're doing. You know,
Oh, where's my cat? I left the back door
I
open.
love I love comics. I love comics.
I
Yeah,
love
me
comics
too,
too,
brother.
man. And that's the biggest, most important thing I think is if you have a love for comics and a love for the medium, get out there and do
Yeah,
something. Write
yeah,
something, draw something, do something because
yeah.
the mainstream's not going to. They're just going to keep going with whatever pop culture points them at.
hmm
Yeah,
And I
The
think
same like with movies.
we've learned that
The same
lesson
with
the hard way,
movies.
right?
true.
You have a bunch of great movies now coming out from small studios.
Oh, dude,
You
did you
have
see?
a
Yeah, and I'm
Good
sure this is
Boy
a big.
is one of them.
I'm sure it's a
I don't
bigger
know if you heard.
studio, but I'm kind of looking forward to Guillermo del Toro has got a new Frankenstein movie coming out, dude.
Yeah,
It looks
Yeah,
yeah,
like
heard
but
that.
that's a big guy. I
yeah,
love
yeah. I
Guillermo
mean,
del Toro. That's a big guy. But like
yeah.
Weapons. I'm excited about Weapons. Good Boy is the movie that I'm most excited right now. War
Oh,
Machine. I
dude,
think
that
it's War
movie looks
Machine or War
great.
Beast.
If they kill that dog, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
I know they shouldn't.
They better not kill that dog, man. I will fucking goddamn revolt.
there's there's a war movie called, I think it's War Machine or whatever. It's about, I think the guys from the Indianapolis boat that
Hi,
the
Eric.
scene that is talked that Quint talks in Jaws. You know that scene from the
Oh
Indianapolis,
yeah, yeah.
USS
The,
Indianapolis.
the the Missouri, yeah. When the U.S. Missouri went down, all those guys were
Yeah, but
stranded in the
that's
water.
that's yeah, that's the that's a horror. The a horror, like say, it's more horror than the other movie that they did with Nicolas Cage. It's more gory. So that's a
Oh,
horror movie
oh yeah,
that
yeah.
they
I
did
mean,
now.
just the thought of that, just sitting there stranded in the ocean, waiting for rescue, and then slowly being picked off by sharks.
By sharks. Yeah,
God, the
Yeah,
that's one of the
fucking
movies that
nightmare.
I want to see.
I, I couldn't imagine being in a worse position, than just bobbing in the ocean out in the middle of nowhere, and
and your
Yeah,
you're
buddy
surrounded
bobs
by
up.
these.
Half of him bobs up.
Yeah, you go to pull your buddy up, and he's only got a half of himself left,
Now
and
that would be a horror story.
oh my god, dude, that I've heard some of them stories out of that thing, and like Marv brought up that scene in Jaws when Quint is talking about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
just imagining that in your head is enough to just make your spine crawl. You know?
yeah, and the way they deliver the line is incredible.
Oh, dude,
And
yeah,
you talked about the hardest part was like waiting for your turn to get hoisted.
Yeah,
That was the
yeah,
hardest part. Been there for 2 days or how many, and then finally getting to go, and then all of a sudden, whack, a shark eats you.
yeah.
did you know that scene wasn't to be in the movie?
Really? No,
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Robert Shaw did that monologue. He begged Spielberg to. He was drunk all the time, as you know. He was a huge alcoholic.
Oh yeah,
He had a huge beef with Richard Dreyfuss, but he was a great actor, and he wanted to talk about that scene. He wanted to make people aware of what happened that time, and he just said to Spielberg, just let me do a monologue about that. Let me make that scene. So he went to his trailer or whatever and did that monologue, and it was just beautiful. I saw a doc about the 50 years of Jaws, so they talk about that scene, and that was great, man.
yeah. I don't know
Cool.
if you've seen it or not, Mark, but I had gotten a little decanter, these specially made little whiskey bottles of Godzilla for his 70th anniversary, And
Mhm.
Mama Hawk is a huge Jaws fan. She watches every shark movie that's ever made. I mean, the worst
And
B
it's
shark
cool.
movies you have ever
She
seen.
loves shark movies.
Oh, dude, she
Show
fucking
that
loves. Look at
decanter,
look at
man.
it. Oh,
Show it
let
off.
me show you this.
I've
This
got
is
a
the
list
thing.
for her. I've got a
This
list for
is
her because I really love also shark movies, and there are some great movies out there
look at this. This
that
is
are
the little
amazing. I'll
centerpiece.
send you a list. I'll send you a list. Maybe she saw them all, but I'll
Dude,
send you a
she
list.
might have watched them all already. I'm telling you, we do
Well,
shark movie marathons like probably 2 or 3
Yeah.
times a week.
you
This
tell
is
her
Oh
I'll
the
man,
send
little
her
that's awesome.
Gary. I'll send her
this is the
Gary's
little
shadow.
centerpiece that sits on my table every day on my little coffee table. And
Will
it's
you tell
got
her I'll bring you a
it's
Gary?
got
I'll send
Bruce
a
over
Gary
there.
to you.
She's got a megalodon. I mean,
You
this
need
woman loves
Gary.
sharks. Anyway,
I'm gonna
all right.
send her
Thank you,
Gary.
everyone, for coming by today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and see everybody at 4 o'clock over there with Rex. And thanks again, Marv, for coming over. And I always appreciate you, my friend.
Mom,
Elsie,
Yeah, same here, man.
love you, brother. And you know,
love you too, brother.
I'm always happy to
Take
have
it
you.
easy.
So, everybody have a
Good to talk to
great
you, Marv.
weekend. It's Labor Day. Let's celebrate the end of summer, folks. Get out there,
Yeah.
barbecue, have some fun, spend some time with your family and your dogs and your kittens and whatever you got.
Oh
Just
That's it,
have some
man.
fun. All right. Hey, hello. Love you guys, and we'll see you later.
Keep collecting.
yeah. Oh yeah.